In this week's video, we enjoy a trip out to a blustery beach on the south coast, continue our love affair with the spectacular New Forest, and meet up with friends for doggy fun in the cool shade of the trees. Sue does a park run as part of her training schedule for the Great North Run and nails a great time. So, welcome to our channel. We are Kath, Sue, Archie and Fudge, and we are well into our second year of full-time van life. We love exploring the UK and sharing the little gems we find, choosing where we stay to suit our love of the outdoors and making the most of our retirement together. Good morning and welcome back. So I think I said we were going to end the last video at Matley Wood. We're still at Matley Wood. We've woken up this morning to a pretty drizzly day, but no problem because we have got the car still and we're going to have a little bit of an excursion this morning. But I thought I'd give you an update from last week on the boot situation. I was massively surprised and impressed when, it's probably 4 days, not even 4 days, 3 days since I took the boots in to get them sent off to be assessed. Got an email yesterday from somebody in customer support in Cotswolds to say your boots have been assessed. We found that it's a product fault. You can either have a credit note or we'll send you a new pair of boots. I think that is absolutely brilliant. So well done, Cotswold Camping. We will continue to be loyal customers. So this is the first part of our excursion. We're on Lepe Beach, and again not sure what the sound quality is going to be like because it's a rainy day, so no mics other than the onboard mic, and it's a bit windy as well, so we'll see. Dogs will love this. They love being down by the sea, but this is only the first bit. Show you the next bit later. So you can see behind me the second part of our excursion, the bit I'm really looking forward to. This is a cafe at Lepe Beach and we're going to go and have our breakfast. I'm going to go for on the go. I am such a rubbish YouTuber. I forgot to video the breakfast when it got here. Well, morning everyone. I am set up for the start of the park run in Moors Valley Country Park, and in a few minutes Sue and the rest of the runners are going to be coming from that direction and heading off in that direction, and I'm also going to try and catch her at the finish. So I'll see you later.
Well done. Thank you.
Go on, Susie. Keep going. So just behind me over there is the finish line. I've got probably about another 10 minutes to wait yet before Susie will be coming in. So I've got myself a good spot very close to the finish. What I've realised is there's a gap over there just around the lake, and hopefully I will see Sue coming through that gap and then I will be able to quickly turn the video camera on and get her coming round the corner. That's the theory anyway. Right, well, I've seen her coming through the gap, so any minute now she's going to come round this corner. Go on, Sue. Well done. Look who's here. Look who's here. Did you enjoy that? So that's it. Sue's finished. What time did you get, Sue?
Sorry?
What time? What was your time?
I don't know what's called now.
Oh, she can't remember what time, but she'll get a time for that. I thought it was about 23 minutes, something like that. Might have been a little bit longer. So I think she'd be quite pleased with that, although she did say she had a horrible start and felt awful at the beginning. But she's done it. She's done the 5k now as part of the training schedule. And this is a good race. And masses, as you've seen, masses of people in it. Clearly a very popular one. Now I realise that since we've been back at Matley Wood, I haven't actually showed you that much of the walk that we do, or walks that we do off the site. So I thought I'd show you that. If you haven't seen the site itself, then have a look back to next week's. If I can work out how to do it, I'll try and put a link to it up there. You can go back and have a look at the site itself. But otherwise, Archie and I are going to go off on our morning stroll. Sue's already off running with Fudge. And we're just going to do the little round the block walk off the site, which is about, at the pace we're doing, it'll be about 20-25 minutes, maybe half an hour if we stop to mooch a bit. And it's ideal for Archie. So we started off on the main track, and then we head off down to the left into the trees. And again, you can see it's quite a kind of a well-marked path, so you won't get lost, hopefully. So we've come down to the bottom of that track that I was on, gone right, so first right turn, and we're heading along this path now, which is adjacent to some common land, it's all common land, adjacent to a bit more heathland, so edge of the woods, and then that way, over there, behind those ferns and those trees is heathland. As we move a bit further on, we'll be able to see more of that. So where I'm walking, you'll see that there's trees down. Now these trees were down before the winds of yesterday, but a bit further on today's walk, Sue and I were walking up the main track just with the dogs. We heard this crash behind us and looked round, and not 20 metres behind us a tree had come down, and it fortunately didn't come down on the path, but the end of it just brushed the edge of the path. And if that had come down when we were there, it would have, we all stopped and looked back and saw this tree go, but if that had happened when we were there, then we'd have been all right, but that would have been Archie scared of trees. He's already scared of horses and cows. I think he's actually a bit scared of sheep as well, but to be scared of trees would never get him out. And one of the reasons that I've not done much filming over the past few days is the fact that the weather's been terrible. It's been raining on and off, sometimes really strong and hard. And there have been puddles forming all around the van. But today we've woken up and it looks like a different day. It's still really windy, a bit sheltered here, but I can tell that the winds are still high. But they seem to have dropped a little bit after yesterday's storms. I love this bit that we're coming up to now. Lots of gnarly old trees. When you come through the woods and out the other end, you come out onto this open ground. And you can see some of the new Forest Ponies in the background. It's another one of those, aren't we lucky to live where we live? the UK is just such a gorgeous place, and I suppose, you know, it never feels that gorgeous when the rain's chucking it down and you're hunkered down inside the van in that little small space, but actually it's the changes of weather that make everything so green. So yeah, the rain makes it green. The changes of weather, I think, make us appreciate the sunshine when it's out. Sometimes the rain when it comes down. Never thought I'd say I appreciate the rain. The old man's having a little sit down, which is better than high-pitched squealing. He's seen me stop to take a few little bits of video, and now he's sitting down waiting, which is nice. See my shadow? It's very long, isn't it? If only I was that tall in real life. There we go. As if on cue, high-pitched screaming. Come on then, old man, let's go. Welcome bit of sunshine. Even though we're nestled in trees, maybe in another hour or so, the solar panel will start to get some of this sunshine. Some much needed charge into the battery, albeit when I checked this morning, 62%. Now we've had a few days now of pretty miserable weather with very little charge during the day, and we've been here 5 nights. 5 nights, 5 days, 6 days, 5 nights. So pretty impressed with the way that the batteries are, you know, keeping going. Been making toast in the morning, so he's been drying her hair. Obviously we've been charging our stuff as normal. I mean, we've pretty much been using everything normally, so that's not bad, is it? Anyway, this is the end of this bit of heathland. Well, no, the end of my walk across this bit of heathland, and very shortly we'll be going back into the woods and back up the main track to the campsite. We've got some friends coming today. They're hopefully bringing little Darcy down. Darcy's the little dog that we look after when their owners go on holiday in the summer, so you'll see a little bit more of Darcy. You'd have seen, maybe if you've been watching for a while, you'd have seen Darcy with us summer last year for a few weeks. So she's with us again. This is the main track back up to the campsite. If I can, I'll show you where the tree came down yesterday. See, everywhere I look, you've got big pieces of tree like that have actually come off. Now, it was somewhere on this path yesterday that the tree came down from that direction, and just looked like the edge of it came out onto the path ahead, so I'm going to see if I can keep an eye out for it now. There's definitely a big bit of tree just there. Yeah, that's definitely part of something. Very recent, because these are very recent leaves. That's it. So you can see a bit of the tree. Let's see if I can get in here. This is the tree that we looked back and saw yesterday as it fell. What a shame. I'm trying to get in past these ferns is tricky. There's the old man at the edge of the path wondering what on earth I'm doing. You know, I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Come on, let's go then. So here we are in the New Forest at one of our favourite walks. A little stop for the dogs to get into the water and cool off. And look who's with me. It's Mandy and Sam. And for once, we haven't got Mandy having to find the route for us. Go on then, girls. Go on
was sun and there was rain.
Oh, God.
Beauty in the mundane. And as
Look
the
at that.
light
Oh, she's going underneath the bridge. Where have you come? Are you going to come out this side? Is it like poo sticks? Poo sticks with dogs.
And now there's something in the air and a sparkly shimmer on our skin, restoring everything within. Dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes. Undercover agents of the other. Beyond gravel, beyond all. Hand in hand, building castles out of sand.
So before I waffle on any more about how wonderful the New Forest is, I thought we should leave it there. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, all of that jazz, and hopefully we will see you next time.